Hello students, today we are continuing with the new application layer protocol SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. In last lecture we have done with the email architecture. I have showed you the four scenario, and last one scenario, fourth scenario we have shown that is used nowadays. In that case we will use the SMTP protocol. First we revise that scenario so that you will be able to see that SMTP, where SMTP work exactly. This is the fourth scenario that we have discussed in last lecture, when sender and receiver, sorry, that is that again I am telling you, when sender and receiver both are communicating via mail server, right? They are not communicating directly to the server, they are not directly attached to the system which is sending the mail. They are connected via mail servers configure in their organization or anywhere, right? So what we required the two pairs of MTA client server. These are the two pairs, one from sender machine to mail server, second from sender mail server to receiver mail server, right? And after that MAA server and MAA client, message access agents. For this we will use the another protocol. SMTP is a basically MTA agent, you can say. MTA matlab message transfer agent. Now you will able to understand that when your mail is transmitted from sender's machine to the mail server, here we have one MTA client and here we have MTA server which will receive the mail, right, from sender machine to mail server. Which protocol is used? SMTP. After that we have one more MTA client on the mail server which will send the mail over the internet to the sender mail server. Here we again have the one more pair of MTA client and MTA server. Here again SMTP is MTA protocol. SMTP is a MTA protocol. Then SMTP will work here. Here we are not talking about how mail will be transferred to the mail server to the receiver end. Here communication between the two mail server. Now I will show you the process how SMTP will transfer the mail. First I told you user agent on each machine. User agent on each machine. We have done the example of user agent. For example, we have the Outlook. Outlook is also work like the email agent or user agent at the system, and sending MTA are running on the same machine. Obviously here this is a sender machine, we have one user agent and one MTA client running on the same machine. This MTA client will send the mail to the mail server. There it is received by the MTA server. After that, in that machine DNS will run. Why DNS? To find the IP address of the mail server, right? For example, you are sending the mail to a@mail server, right? In that case your data will be transmitted over the internet, and in that case it will find the it will first find the IP address, then MTA client send with the help of IP address transmit the mail to the receiver's mail server. That is the mechanism to transmit the data to the receiver mail server. Till now we are just talking about कि अभी sender से receiver के mail server पहुंच गया. We are not talking about how receiver will access the mail through the receiver's mailbox. SMTP, I already told you, when we transmit the data, this protocol is push protocol. Here we transmit the message or push the message on the mail server. If receiver want to access the mail from the mail server, here MAA client is work, message access agent. We have two protocols which are work as a message access agent. POP, post office protocol, IMAP, internet message access protocol, right. Previously in past days POP is used for the mail, but nowadays what is used, IMAP, right. तो SMTP तो क्या था, push protocol था, and whereas IMAP and POP are the pull protocol. They both are the pull protocol. Here receiver will pull the message from the server in the direction from server to client. MAA server is reside on the desk there, and here MAA client. You can see on the fourth scenario also, MAA server at the mail server, MAA client at the receiver end, right. So these two protocols are work. In that case, POP protocol is the old protocol. In this, our mails will be downloaded to our system whenever we access that mailbox. Obviously, you have to access through the username and password, right. There is a limitation of accessing, whereas in this we have the two modes. One is the delete mode, second one is the keep mode. In delete mode, once you download the message on your machine, after that, that message will be deleted from the mail server. In keep mode, once you access the message, that will be in your machine also as well as the mail server also. This is the process shown between POP server and POP client. Username, after that OK message, password, OK message, and then mail list will be transferred. After that, email numbers and their sizes. Then again retrieval process will be start. Next protocol is the IMAP protocol. IMAP protocol is more powerful than the POP protocol, right. In that, nowadays POP protocol is used. You can, all of you see that you can open your mail at a time on the multiple machines. You configure your mail at your phone also, you have your mail box as an on laptop also. So this will be possible through the IMAP protocol only. You can create the folder, you can check the messages before downloading this. Like now you have seen that whenever we see the mail, we can judge through the header, we can search the mailbox without downloading it. We are directly access the mailbox on the mail server. There is no need to use the mail, or we can also download the mail partially if we have the low bandwidth, right. So we can do all works which we can do nowadays that we cannot do previously, right. You all of you have the labels, create folders, segregate your mails, you can search the mail without downloading it. All things we can do just because of IMAP protocol. you can see that in your Gmail box setting, your pull protocol is used as a IMAP protocol. Right? Thank you students. In next lecture, we will continue with the file transfer protocol.